Hello, buddy. Welcome back to Tin Man's Court Channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor. Today, I'm reacting to my final Mr. Haunted video for you guys, and this was titled "Eyewitness of the Scary on Valentine's Day: A True Valentine's Day Horror Story." Now, I figured since the day you're watching this video is Valentine's Day, I figured I'd go ahead and film it, get it up for you guys to watch. So, without further ado, I'm going to turn these lights off, move the camera up here for you guys, and let's get this reaction on the road and then bang, shall we? Okay, here we go.
When I was about 23 years old, I experienced something so scary and so unsettling that happened on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Let me just say that if you choose to meet someone online, I highly advise you to be extremely careful. In this story, I wasn't careful enough with online dating. I'll try to explain this story in the best detail as possible, as this happened a while ago.
You know, right now I don't feel comfortable going online dating apps, so I'd rather have trusted friends set me up with a date, or I just happen to encounter a lovely lady and don't mind dating someone like me, but right now I'm happy. So let's continue with the story and see what happens, shall we?
It was the end of the winter of 2013, and I just came home after I had graduated college. I spent 4 years living on campus just to get a bachelor's degree, so I was glad to be home and to be done with school. Even though I was 22 years old when this happened, my parents basically forced me to find a job, or else they would kick me out of the house as I was still living under their roof. I wasn't in the position to be on the streets, so within a week I had started working for a landscaping business. After the first few weeks of working and stuff, I started to feel lonely in my life. I had friends, but they couldn't hang out as they either worked or lived too far away. I needed to find someone that I could be with, like a relationship. I'm a very socially awkward person, and on top of that, I'm also really shy, so going out to talk with girls or to meet new people wasn't my thing unless I really knew them or I was with another person. Eventually, I decided to try online dating for once. I've heard all of these stories about how you could get catfished and how horrible things can happen to you. But, of course, I didn't pay any attention to that and started finding a dating website.
Hey, I'm going to pay attention to that because you get on a dating app and somebody sends you like a picture of a nice hot looking woman and it turned out to be like a guy setting you up just so you could be lured out into an open area to be robbed or kidnapped. It can happen. So if you get online and use one of them dating apps, you got to make sure that the person you're going to try to date is legit and not no scam artist.
I eventually ended up finding Match.com, aka the most popular dating site. I signed up, created my profile, attempted to find a girl I was interested in, and all the other stuff to get my profile set up. For the first few weeks, it was really boring. There was nobody that I seemed interested in, and nobody took the time to message me. Pretty soon, I started to give up and lose hope. Fast forward about a week later, I'm on my laptop watching YouTube videos and whatnot when I saw a message appear from Match.com. I freaked out as soon as I saw it and opened it immediately. I had saw that I matched with a really cute girl. I'm not going to reveal her real name, but let's just call her Amy. Amy was a little younger than me, maybe about a year. Her profile picture showed her driving a car. Her bio had the same interests as I did, gaming, music, and stuff like that. I messaged her with a hey, and she responded almost immediately with, "Hey there, I'm Amy." I introduced myself as well, and we started chatting for about a good hour about our interests. For the next few weeks, after I was done with work, I'd go on my laptop to chat with Amy. Things were looking pretty good, and I thought that I would found someone who I could interact with. One day, Amy invited me to meet up at a park on Thursday, which just so happened to be Valentine's Day.
Hey, that's so awesome that you found someone that had the same interest as you and you get to have a Valentine for Valentine's Day. I just hope that he don't act awkward and try to scare this girl away. But let's just see what happens.
My first instinct was to say yes, but I then stopped myself and thought about it. I started thinking that what if Amy wasn't real and that I would be kidnapped or something like that?
True.
I decided that I was reading too much into it and I stupidly accepted her invitation. We made plans to meet up at the park at around 3 p.m., which worked out perfectly as I got out of work at 1, which would leave me enough time to get ready. When Valentine's Day finally came around, I felt so nervous, and throughout work, I'd sometimes go off track when I was doing my tasks. However, I went through it, and time flew by quickly, and it was eventually time to leave and go get ready. Do you ever have that feeling when you're about to meet someone you never met before? Yeah, I had that feeling in spades. As soon as I finished getting ready, I got in my car and put the address to the park on my GPS. It was a 20-minute drive away, but I really didn't mind it. The park wasn't 20 minutes away, it was more like 30, so I was annoyed as I didn't want to be late. I pulled in the parking lot and got out of my car and sat down on one of the nearby benches. I then texted Amy asking her if she was here. Normally, whenever I text her, she texts me right back, but she didn't respond. I texted her again asking where she was, but there was still no response. I was very disappointed and that this was all just a waste of time and gas. I looked at my phone and it was already almost 4. As soon as I was about to go get up, I finally saw a text message from Amy. I felt relieved and happy that she finally replied. She said something along the lines of, "Oh, hey, my phone died, but I'm here." I looked around the parking lot and noticed a suspicious black car parked along the side of the street. I texted her saying, "Oh, hey, is that black car yours?" She texted back saying, "Yeah, I see you on the bench. Come over to my car. I want to show you something."
Okay, a lot of red flags would be going up my head because one, if the girl agreed to meet you at the park, why did she not get out of her car and walk towards you? And two, if she says that she got something to show you, I'll be like, oh, is there something new in her car? Or it's not really her, it's a man trying to get you to come to the car just so he can kidnap you. This guy needs to be careful.
Red flags immediately start going up, and I
Exactly.
knew that something wasn't right, but like I said before, I thought I was reading too much into it. Therefore, I got up and walked over to the car, very nervous and shaky. The windows were tinted black, so I couldn't see anyone or anything inside. Suddenly, someone in the driver's seat rolled down their window, but it wasn't at all Amy, but rather some guy wearing black. He looked at me for a few seconds and said these exact words: "Get him." Right after he said that, 3 or 4 men got out of the car, chasing after me. I sprinted back to my car as fast as I could, praying to God that it won't trip. I'd like to mention that I took track before back in high school, so I could outrun these guys, but these guys were fast as hell, and they
Well, hey, at least you took track. Gives you a little bit of advantage over these guys and run back to your car quicker. But I knew something was fishy. These guys had set up a fake dating profile just to lure anybody with the same interest and be easier to grab. Probably going to traffic him or kidnap him for ransom. You never know. But thank God he did the right thing and turned around and run back to his car.
were about 2 feet away from me. All this time, I was hoping that they wouldn't pull out a gun or them successfully catching me. Eventually, I made it to my car just in time to lock the doors. The men began pounding on my windows, trying to break them, but I thankfully got out of there just in time before they could cause any damage. I drove all the way home, not stopping for anything while my heart was pounding 1,000 times per second. I got home safely, of course, and the first thing I did was delete my profile and my Match.com account. No more online dating for me. I would have just reported Amy to the authorities, but the account was already taken down by then. About 2 days after the incident, I woke up to my phone ringing. It was an unknown number that came from the state of Texas. I answered it, annoyed, and asked who was it. There was just breathing on the other end. I knew someone was on the other end, so I told them to piss off. After I said that, a very, very low, deep voice came through. They said 4 words that still haunt me till this day. "We will find you." I hung up, breathing heavily, and eventually went back to bed. It's been about 5 years now, and nothing has happened ever since that incident, and I really, really hope it stays that way.
Okay, at that point, I'll be going to my parents and the cops and telling them everything. Like, tell them I set up this dating profile and I got matched with somebody, but it turned out to be a bunch of guys and they tried to grab me and I ran away. But they'll try to check the profile. I already checked, it's gone. But here's a number that they called my phone from, and they said that they were going to find me. and see if they can track that number down. If it ain't a burner phone, that is. But at least it's been 5 years. He hasn't had no other incident with them guys. But I know they're mad that he ran away, and if he ain't careful, they might try again. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more Mr. Haunted content like this. This has been another successful installment of the Tin Man's Court channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor. I said that's a wrap, and have a nice day, y'all. Oh, and happy Valentine's Day to all of you.